Hello and welcome to another episode of Hair Wolf. We are just over week 5, and as you can see, I'm on a different kind of place. I'm actually in Italy. Myself and my wife have gone away for a few weeks. We've done Paris and we've done Milan. We're now in Venice, and then we've got Florence, and then we've got Rome, then we've got Turin for a band called Rammstein. So I thought I'd do a little video here. As I say, I'm on month 5. Let me quickly show you what we've got outside. Hang on. This is the view outside of our apartment. Really nice. It's so hot at the moment. When we got in yesterday, it was around about 39 degrees, so very humid. I've had to be wearing a cap. I'll show you the cap I'm wearing. I had to wear a cap. I'm trying to take it on and off as much as possible, because obviously we don't want to get the areas on our head sunburned, because that will obviously maybe destroy some of the grafts. It probably won't, because the grafts are in now, but you just don't want to have that kind of area exposed to the sunlight that we have in Italy. The UK might be okay, but not in Italy. So as you guys might have seen, they put an additional 200 grafts in the front of my hair, which I don't think you'll be able to see yet, because I think I'm going through a shedding process of some description. I feel like I have since for the past couple of weeks. It's weird because I can't see the back of my head. I can't really see a daily reminder of it. So what I'll do is I'll get my wife to film the back of my head and we can see what's going on. I do know that there are some long hairs, there are some short hairs, and there are tiny little dots where hopefully hair will come through. Now, she just showed me a video of the back of my head, and it just looked like, it looks like it looks a bit weird. It's going to be completely different from the front of my head. It's such a big area to cover. I haven't seen many videos on YouTube where someone posts videos about just the back of their head. I mean, there will probably be out there. There aren't many, so it's a completely different deal. I know a lot of men will be wanting the back of their hairs done, but obviously the front, the hairline, that's the money shot, isn't it? So hopefully there will be some value for you guys, watching my videos. That's such a lovely bit of tapestry. Right, let's have a little look. So as you can see, the area here is quite substantial. So it'll be interesting to see how that will actually fill in as time goes on. But as you can see at the moment, well, to be fair, there is a lot going on still. I've obviously got a long way to go in terms of my donut area healed. Now, Dr. Balwi said that technically I should be growing my hair longer, because they have taken quite a few grafts from there over the 2 procedures. But you can see like the strip of line that they've left, which is darker than the rest. I'm actually going grey as this process is going on. So it'd be interesting to see how grey the top of my head will be once it's all finished. So yeah, there's a mishmash here of obviously beard grafts and grafts from the back of my head. So some hairs are thick, some hairs are slightly thinner. My hair's coarse anyway, so it shouldn't be that much of a difference. But yeah, the area is still pretty red, and at the moment it's in a kind of period of disarray where there's hairs that are short, there's hairs that are long, there's hairs that are thin. My wife mentioned earlier on that there's hairs, because obviously she can get in quite close, there are hairs that the tips are quite thick, and they do taper off. So I'm guessing that the thick part is the actual, when my hair was implanted, so it was implanted in its true form. And as it's growing obviously slightly weaker, and then will come back stronger. That's what I'm thinking anyway. If you really get in, and you can see the actual skin itself, there are little tiny areas where there are indentations. Now, I'm guessing those indentations are where hairs were implanted and will hopefully have fallen out and will come back stronger. But at the moment, it's nothing to shout about. My results are, a work in progress. And now let's look at the donut area. As I mentioned before, I mean, if I just kind of like go that way, I can't see what's being filmed, by the way. I just looked at a video before, so I can come up with things to let you guys know. Because my hair's dark and the sunlight straight on the back, you can see how much has been taken from the back of my head. Now, Dr. Bowie did mention this to me, and he said that my hairs I'd have to grow my hair longer. Now, my plan is in a few, let's say 12 months time, I'm just going to grow my hair completely out and see exactly what I've got to work with. Then I'll go to a top stylist and see exactly what my hair can do, rather than just keep cutting it and not knowing what I can do with it. So that's my plan. So yeah, let's have a look at the beard now. Yeah, as for this part, like the top of the head that you might have noticed, there were quite a few spots. Now I remember going through this process, the first procedure, I did have lots and lots of spots, and I thought I'd have them forever, but no, they did go. But around here, I do have quite a few spots. My advice is just to leave them. People like me, personally, I've let everyone know that I've had a transplant. I've let everyone know I've got grafts around here. So people kind of expect me to look a bit different. So I've just left the spots, and if you pop them, the area around here is really sensitive, so they'll end up being red for a long, long time. I do think that I've shaved this area probably 4 times now. I was very, very careful the first time. It's so much better than I anticipated. I couldn't even imagine shaving with a wet razor, but it was been completely fine. It's just weird when the hair grows out and it's really patchy, but at the same time it's fine because I always shave this area anyway. And yeah, it's still minimally red. I'm not sure what you're picking up here because I can't see because I've got the camera down there. But yeah, happy with this. I'm happy that there was 1,200 grafts taken from here, and it's not going to impact me in any way, unless I wanted a neck beard, which I don't think I'm ever going to want a neck beard, so it's okay. And that's it. So I've taken nothing, just to remind you, to go with this procedure. I've taken no minoxidil or finasteride. I'm just going completely natural with it. I have been using aloe vera for the back, just to kind of like, you know, make it feel a bit better, to kind of combat some of the redness, and it really has worked, especially in the first 2 weeks. Every time you put that aloe vera gel on, it's so nice. Oh my god, it's so nice. To be fair, it's nice anyway when you put it on because it's quite cold. It really soothes it, and I really recommend it. I will post a link in some time to the ones that I've used. Also, for any of the videos of the other guys that I'm posting over the coming 12 months, ask the questions. I can get the questions to the guys and then post the answers here. Or I'm sure if they're watching the channel, they can post the answers in the videos, etc. But anything, just post in the comment box below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for you guys who've been watching Hairwolf since the beginning. I really appreciate it, and I hope that it's providing some sort of value for you, because that's what YouTube's all about. Yeah, this has been a really interesting process. I can't wait for my hair to grow longer at the front. I might have to keep it shorter just to start, just whilst the back is reaching its full potential. Yeah, but I don't mind actually going out like this. I don't mind people seeing the hair as it is, because I think if you put yourself in a mental place where you know the confidence will come with the hair, if you can try and get yourself into that frame of mind beforehand, it really, really changes your experience. My 2 experiences have been different anyway because of COVID the first time, but this second time I anticipated it would be harder, but it's not. So I've been to work a few times, and well, I've been to work quite a few times actually, and I've just gone like this. The first time I wore a cap because I was a little bit conscientious, and the second time I went in and I'm like this, and people ask me questions and I'm happy to answer them. We're in a time now where this subject is less taboo and more people are getting it done, hence the videos. So I'll see you guys next time. I'll be back in the UK then, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.